see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling. Ring, ding, ding, come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh.
Third down and 6. Cobb in trouble, gets rid of it. Oh, a big hit on Deshaun Jackson. And there is a penalty marker.
Well, that's a defenseless player.
Dante Robinson down as well.
Man. They've implemented the rule. It's hard for the player. Thank goodness it looks like it's on the shoulder more than it was helmet to
drop. Buying time, extending the play as he has been doing for years, and that pass is incomplete, and Miller really takes a shot.
And that's helmet to helmet. You could hear it up here, I think.
Right.
I mean, everybody knows that sound.
And you saw the Ravens waving immediately to the Pittsburgh bench to get help out there.
Well, even if it's not helmet to helmet, it's a defenseless player. Shoulder pad, forearm, or helmet to the head is an automatic penalty. And to get, I didn't see a flag. If there is one, it's buried down there, is unbelievable to me that that was not called. That is by the very definition of what I've been told, defenseless player, either the helmet, the shoulder pad, or the forearm to the head. That is a foul, and that's the second one tonight.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Wide open, and that's John Ryan. And I mean, the Red Sea parted, and he almost lost the ball, and he does lose it, and he goes down, and he might be hurt as well.
Just falls out, and then just
with a single blow. Because of this wide-open approach, the pulse of any game could change rapidly.
Sputtering on their first 2 possessions. Tolbert. Oh, he lost it. Loose. Picked up by the Bengals. Roy Williams. And Mike Tolbert got crushed.
He took a really hard shot as he turned up into the line.
He is out with a concussion today, and the job is once again Starks, who goes down the sideline, picks up the first down, and one of the Redskins is down along the sideline. That's Merriweather. He's the one that hit Eddie Lacy, and now he can't get up after this hit that he delivered to James Starks.
Second time he's led with his helmet, and that's what they're trying to take out of the game. This time he's the one who's injured, and it looks like his season's going to be over again.
And the throw incomplete. Oh, what a crushing tackle. I mean, Brooks gets down between them. He gets nailed, but... Oh! You hear that?
Short drop for Flacco on the slant. That is complete across the 40. And it's taken away by a Viking. Back inside the 40-yard line, Xavier Rhodes. The medical. Oh, and he came into contact heavy duty in the middle.
50% first down. Reverse to Jefferson. Jefferson's speed gets him down, and he fumbles again, but it goes out of bounds. He's ruled down, and he may be ruled out. He hasn't moved. He was smothered. What a hit on Sean Jefferson by Zach Thomas.
You can understand why he would fumble that time.
Yeah,
that hit.
But I'm going to tell you something. I mean, if you're going to run the reverse, why this guy? I mean, he's fumbled twice, and now he's fumbled.
Cribbs, the college quarterback at Kent State. Woodley had a beat on him. No gain to the 46. Uh-oh, and that is not good news for the Browns. He took a hit.
Wow.
This is a hard-hitting rivalry between both teams. And this is a player you don't want to see anyone hurt. You hope Cribbs is able to get up and shake this one off.
Woodley got him first, then Harrison came in and got him at the ear hole. Timeout.
The center is really a good one. Here's a handoff. They go the other way. Look at him. Doug Plank hits him, but you pay when you hit the Earl. This time Campbell's a little slow getting up. Darn right he's hurt. Tell you, Mo Towns made a fine block. Ed Fisher helped him. Campbell's had 3 holes at the point of attack. Well, this is such a good lesson for all you young running backs. This is something that Earl very seldom is caught doing. He leaves the air, leaves the ground, goes over Mo.
Taylor, he's got time, and now they collapse on him and take him down. That was Dante Fowler. Taylor has it's cover 4. Outbreak. Oh. And Peterman's warming up.
Now the one thing is this will not.
He kicks it off. Shaquem Grant. He got bunched up with his teammate, and Grant gets hemmed in. Actually turned that into a solid return right now, and concern on both sides.
Now Trevor Riley and Sonoris Perry. Perry is the one that got in the way of Grant, trying to keep.
More worried about the emotional state of this team right now and where they go forward in terms of what they've done in the past.
Well, let's see if he was over and had possession. No, incomplete. Kerry Rhodes breaks it up, and Bolden shaken up on the play. That's not good.
Well, you don't want to see this late. You don't ever see this, but late in the game, in this circumstances, this is a coach's worst nightmare right now.
And Anquan told us yesterday that Kurt's so good about throwing the ball where he doesn't take these kind of shots, but this is hard to avoid here. Ooh, that's helmet to helmet by Eric Smith. That should have been flagged right there.
Yeah, that's going to bring about a fine, but which obviously is secondary here because he paid a price. And that's exactly why the head-to-head, not only for the receiver, but why the rules are in place. That you got to have your chin up, you don't put your head down, helmet to helmet. This is exactly why those rules are in place by the National Football League.
Both teams walking off. There's such respect for Anquan Bolden, the way that he plays the game. You know, just the toughness to stay there and to, allow that hit to be happen right there. Both teams emptying the bench here, almost like this game should just end right now.
Nowhere to go. Pass underneath, and a flag late, real late, as the throw was in the direction of Michael Thomas.
Breeze moving to his right. He throws, and the tackle is made by Dante Whitner, shy of a first down. The ball is loose at the bottom of the pile.
Forward progress was ruled on the field, so there will be no attempt at a fall. Dante Whitner with a great break on the ball and the big hit right there. And it is loose.
49ers recover.
Common sense. But if you are that 300-pound defensive tackle and you are taunting that quarterback, whether or not he should have hit you that way is no longer really part of the equation. If that quarterback is unconscious and cannot hear you. Yet even that performance from Travis Johnson of the Texans might have been written off as just wasted effort, except that after everybody calmed down and after they strapped Trent Green to a gurney and wheeled him off the field like part of the stage at the Super Bowl halftime show, Mr. Johnson continued to detonate. It was, he said, a malicious hit, he told the reporter.
First down. Pressure from Perry. In and out of the hands of James Jones. Ferguson knocked flat as he released the ball, and he is down and looks as though he's taken a real tough shot. Apparently Wilbur Marshall, the man to make contact. It was number 72, William Perry, the refrigerator, who got through and put the pressure on Ferguson and drove him out of the pocket. So Ferguson was on the run, and you're going to see Wilbur Marshall come here and really flatten him. Oh, boy, did he really hit him. And down is Ferguson, and the Lions are in some trouble at quarterback because Eric Hipple has a sore knee, but it looks like, are they looking at his shoulder? Boy, that was a real hit.
Well, it looked like he took the shot on the chest, but he also appeared to bang the back of his head when he hit the artificial turf here. A knockout blow.
Yes, a 13-year veteran. He's had a few blows in his life, but the helmet was right in there. Did you notice the helmet
was right in there, and then his head did bounce off the turf, and he is really sore. In fact, I think they're checking in the neck area also.
Tannehill, touch pass, wide open, incomplete. Deion Sims, the intended receiver.
Ron Sims is hurt as he go for this ball. Like he landed on his shoulder. Watch as he comes down. Left shoulder and then the side of his head.
Four-man rush. Manning sliding, and it's incomplete. As Goldson banged into the body, I believe, of Terrell Brown. Those two came together, both had thoughts of an interception. Neither one came away with a ball.
Well, Deshaun Goldson, he read this thing and he was breaking on it, and Eli Manning got confused by Hakeem Nicks because he stops and starts up the field. And I mean, Goldson had a beat on that ball, and because Terrell Brown also then trying to make a play, they collide and they don't get the interception. But otherwise, that's an easy turnover for the 49ers.
It's Terrell Brown who can't get up.
Swing. Portis. And Portis is taken down by Derek Gibson.
You know, one thing that the Raider defense is, Brian Griese just looks right out there, gets the ball to Portis, and that's what you want to do with your speed. You want to get him out in the open field. I think Derek Gibson played that real well.
A toss coming back to Edelman. And Edelman will get taken down, and the ball is loose at the 42-yard line. He was hit there by LaRon Landry.
To come up and, oh my goodness. I mean, and you know, that may be helmet to helmet, but remember, on run plays, there's no such thing. Is that a defenseless player? Oh my goodness.